Razaban here for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm delighted to have, and he's happy as well because he's won, Mr. Jay Munn. Jay, firstly, how are we doing?
Yes, all good, thank you. All good, yeah, I'm glad to be back out.
Must have been tough waiting around for the last year. When are you going to fight? It's what, I think was it March last year you fought?
Yeah, March the 14th, 2020 was the last time I boxed. So it was a long time out, massive ring rust in there. Because of my ring experience, like as an amateur, I've only had 20 amateur fights and not 3 professional fights, so I'm not exactly, I could just throw myself in there and just be sharp in the way I wanted to fight, but ring rust is there, but I'm glad to be back out, so hopefully get the ball rolling now and have the next fight soon.
I know it's not your fault, but you got those 3 fights under your belt quite quickly, 3 wins, and you're looking to keep that momentum going, and then boom, kind of, what were you doing to kind of keep yourself ticking along and kind of just keep yourself mindset engaged throughout that period?
So what I'll do now, I'll have a week off, but still taking over. Might do like one or two runs through that week of rest. Let my coach and my manager Gary Locke and Chris Davis talk about my fight, and then hopefully Gary. I think Gary's got me. Well, can get me out early September or mid-September. So I'll have a week off and then straight back into it. Straight back sparring with Chris Jenkins if he's recovered quickly. So you know the sparring and is there for me. If not, I'll go over the bridge and do sparring there.
Walking out into the ring today, did it feel like a debut again?
Oh, do you know what? I think I got a little bit too carried away with myself. On my debut, I was a little bit more focused. I don't know what it was. I was a lot more calm at it today, but you know, I don't know what it was. I think I was more focused on the audience than I was actually myself, and maybe that could have affected my performance. I don't know. Maybe I would have been a lot more sharper. Don't get me wrong, it's always good to have them a bit of nerves and butterflies in that stomach. For some reason, I just didn't have that. I don't know why. I can't answer that. But for a debut, I think my debut I was a lot more sharper than I was then. So, but it was good. It was good. I'm glad I'm back out.
Main thing is you got the win. I know it went the distance, but how did you kind of assess your performance? I know you said a bit of ring rust, but were you kind of was Gary expecting that as well from you?
Yeah, Chris Davis and Gary, they knew that I was going to have that ring rust. Thinking about my performance, I knew where I went wrong. You know, as soon as I got in there, I was loading up with my shots. There was no need for it. Like every shot I was throwing, I just wanted to take his head off. Now, fighters like him, I can't pronounce his name, but I just call him Golovkin. But they're tough fighters. You know, you're not going to put them away. There's no chance. And I landed 1 or 2 shots. If it hurts him or not, for me, I felt it. And I was like, "Oh, let's have it. Get me in there." But you know, that's what they do. They survive. They know the ring. Do you know what I mean? They know how to survive. And like Gary said, they want me to overload my shots. They want me to go for the straight wham wham, because they can see it and they can take them shots all day long. It's the ones that they don't see which can catch them off guard. And you know, I agree with Gary. For some reason, I just didn't change how I was fighting. I knew from round 1 to the end. I was like, "What are you doing?" But you know, it's all a learning curve, and I'll go again.
Planning to stay active now. I know restrictions have eased. Pat's putting on 3 shows in a week now, so it's great for the kind of the lower end fighters trying to build that career up.
Yes. Like Pat said, you know, it's the grassroots. That's where it starts. That's where the fighters come through, and hopefully they put on more shows. You know, more grassroots shows, and you know, the setup like this. Fair dues to Pat and his brother. Well, Black Flash Promotions. Fair dues. The setup for me is the best I've been on show-wise. I know I've only had 4 now pro fights. This is the best setup going, and I hope it continues.
You're fighting at super welterweight, 154. It's a stacked division in the UK. You know, stacked, some tough fight. Anthony Fowler, Scott Fitzgerald, Ted Cheeseman, Hamza Shiraz on the rise as well now. So I'm guessing, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you want to get into that kind of British level and kind of mix it with them in quite soon.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and say I want him, I want that, I want to be up there. I'm just one step at a time. I'm not going to call anyone out. I'm not going to say I want to be up there. Yes, the future is for me to be at the top, but I'll just take one step at a time for me for now. So I let Gary and Chris guide me. That as long as I keep performing and improving, you know, I'm making my own path there with Gary and Chris. So that will take me to the top, hopefully.
Okay, Jay, congratulations once again, my man. Enjoy the victory, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you very soon.
I say a few things. Just like to say thank you very much to Black Flash Promotions, Pat Barrett and his brother. Thank you to Gary Lockett and Chris Davis for getting me back out. Shout out to all the boys that come to follow me. I know it's Liverpool's a bit of a drive, but thank you very much. And shout out to Lenny, who's a Roos boy. Unfortunately, he's fighting cancer this precise moment, so we're all behind him. So shout out to you, Lenny. We're all here, mate.
Jay Munn, IFL TV, thank you very much.
Take care.